was shot in the back of the head 5 times last night.
I know. That's why you brought me here.
Can I get you a drink?
How long is this going to take, officer? I do have classes in the morning.
This won't take long. I just want to ask you a few questions that came to the murder and the case. Why? Do you have somewhere you need to be?
Well, no, but I just don't understand why I was brought here to begin with. I hardly even know Mr. Faber anymore. I haven't seen the man in 12 years. I don't see how anything I could tell you could possibly help.
Not necessarily. Any small lead could help us in this investigation. Someone you might have known, someone you knew, someone you know, whatever, could be our next leading suspect.
Well, if you think it'll help, I guess I could stay for a little bit longer.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. All right. Now, where were you on the night of the murder between 6 and 12?
I was at Ray's bar from 6 to 9, and then I went home.
Did you do and make any stops in between?
One, to a friend's house. I had to return some books that he had let me borrow.
And what time did you get home?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Well, I had a bit too much to drink that night.
Mr. Gibson, did you just recently move into the apartment complex that Mr. Faber lives in?
Yes.
But you just told me that you have not seen him for 12 years. Don't you think it's kind of, I don't know, a bit suspicious that you are living, you say you live in the same complex and you've never seen him?
It's a big building.
You live on the same floor.
He works at that school, doesn't he? I work at a bar, so we have different hours, you see. Are we done yet?
No. Do you like your apartment? Is it nice?
No. No, it's not nice. Not nice at all.
Why? Why?
Well, it's in the middle of LA, and outside my window I have a great view of the brick wall next door. Vagrants and prostitutes just littered in the streets. The hallways are filled with the smell of piss and vomit. I can't even sleep at night because I hear my neighbors yelling through the walls. And then
And he?
the landlord, he never fixes anything. Last summer, air conditioners broken the entire way.
That must have been grueling. Was it in above 102 last summer?
Yeah, it made the smells and fights just that much more unbearable.
I'm sorry my manner and speech is being a little bit untoward. Daniel. Can I call you Daniel?
Yes, of course.
I just find it very fascinating that two people that share a relationship of teacher and student who have known each other seems to totally not acknowledge each other's existence. It's very fascinating, very apparent.
We didn't have the best relationship. I wasn't one of his best students.
Did you hate him?
No, why would I hate him?
In 4th grade, that's when you started failing, right? You hadn't received a failing grade before that. Why? What was the reason?
There was no reason. I just became lazy.
So you went from being an exceptional student to failing. There has to be a reason. What is it?
Mr. Faber, he didn't like me. He would take me into his office sometimes and just tell me I was never going to amount to anything.
Were you angry at him?
Of course I was angry at him! I was in 4th grade, you know? Little kids, they get frustrated and angry sometimes.
What temple do you belong to?
What?
I go to Little Jerusalem. What temple do you go to?
The same. But I don't go anymore.
Why not?
The rabbi and I had a bit of a falling out. He He doesn't believe in one of my favorite scripture passages. I remember the fight we had about it.
What was that?
An eye for an eye. I believe that any man with the right provocation has the right to take action for his own sake.
What kind of action would a man take?
A vengeful one.
Do you believe in a vengeful God or a compassionate one?
I believe that every man will eventually receive his just rewards and punishments in the end.
Did Mr. Faber get his punishment?
Yes, probably. Must have done something so horrible that death was his only redemption in God's eyes.
What could a man have done so horrible to deserve the punishment of death?
How about making little kids suck his cock? Is that bad enough? Does that deserve it?
You were molested.
I was only 8. No one believed me. He would laugh about that. He told me my lips were pretty, like a little girl's. I was the only one who admitted to it. I was the only boy there. If there were others, they didn't say a thing. You might as well arrest me now. I'm pretty sure you know the rest.
A man was shot in the back of the head 5 times last night.
I know. I pulled the trigger.